Hello, friends. I'm in Istanbul at the moment. My husband and I have been on an extended ministry trip for several weeks now, and it's been burning in me to share this dream with you. I had a dream of Charlie Kirk. I actually had two dreams of Charlie Kirk, but I'm going to tell you the first one that came a couple of days after his assassination. I think it was either September 12th or 13th. I wish I had written down the exact date. But this dream is uncanny because at the time it seemed to make no sense at all. But now, in hindsight, now that several weeks have passed and some theories have come up and arisen, it does potentially seem to make sense. So let me share it with you. In the dream, I saw myself at a funeral procession, and it was a funeral procession for Charlie Kirk. And there was a large group of people marching and mourning for him. And there was the public, the audience watching this funeral procession. So there I am amidst this, and we are all mourning, we're all grieving, we're all reeling in shock. It was such a sudden shock. It was so horrific that this event had occurred. And then all of a sudden, I realized that Charlie Kirk himself was at the head of the funeral procession. And I did a double take because we were grieving his death, and yet here he was alive, and he was walking at the head of the procession. And I was confounded. I didn't know what was happening. And I'm looking around trying to fathom, does anyone else see this? Now, it seemed like everyone else was grieving. However, there was this one little girl, and she happens to be in real life the daughter of a friend of ours who's in ministry as well. And this little girl was able to see him too. And not only was she able to see him, but she actually reached out her hand and she touched his hand. And then I realized I wasn't imagining it. He was alive at his own funeral procession. And then I woke up from that dream. Tom and I and a friend of ours, we were in Spain at that time. We were ministering in Spain, Barcelona. So we were all meeting for breakfast at the hotel, and I told them about the dream. This is, remember, just shortly after the assassination, 2 or 3 days after, and it didn't make any sense at the time. I told him the dream, it just seemed so abstract. Why would Charlie Kirk be alive at his own funeral? Now, lo and behold, several weeks have passed, and there has been tremendous speculation because of the smorgasbord of red flags around his death. Scene of the crime, the scene of the assassination was immediately boarded up and cemented, and the blood did not splatter the way it should have. Numerous red flags, and so there been many theories that Charlie Kirk may indeed be alive and his death may have been faked. So these theories have been coming up, and I remembered my dream. I remembered my dream that seemed to make no sense, and now I think it's a possibility. And if not for the dream, I don't know if I would have entertained the possibility. But it does seem, these theories say that there's possibly holographic technology that may have been used, a projector, a trapdoor. Anything is possible in this day and age. We're living in an era where AI has risen to such a crescendo. So you can't dismiss it so easily. So I can't say for certainty that's the interpretation of the dream. Perhaps the true interpretation is that he is alive in Christ. Dead in the flesh, but alive in Christ. Just as Ephesians 2:5 states that he has made us alive together with Christ. So I'm not holding firm to an interpretation. However, it has sparked my attention. And one thing I can state with certainty is that dream was so vivid and so significant, so emotional, I knew it was a dream from the Lord, and I knew I had to pay attention to it. Time will tell what that dream means, but I knew I had to share it with you. It's been burning in my heart to share with you. It's been several weeks now. So I'll leave you to share your comments in the comment section. What do you think the interpretation of this dream is? God bless you. I'll see you soon.